includes allegations of involvement in oil pipeline attacks. Suspended Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has strongly denied allegations from the federal government made through the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, that he orchestrated attacks on oil pipelines in the states. Meanwhile, the sole administrator of Rivers State, Vice Admiral Ibok-Ete Ibas, retired, has vowed to uphold stability and protect the livelihoods of residents. He issued a stern warning against the destruction of critical national assets. In a statement released by his also suspended Chief Press Secretary, Nelson Chukudi, Fubara dismissed the claims as baseless. He asserted that the federal government was well aware of the true perpetrators and should take action against them instead. The statement read in parts, "It is completely false to suggest that someone who has consistently advocated for peace and non-violence, even in the face of extreme provocation, would instigate attacks on oil pipelines. Governor Fubara has always prioritized the security and stability of Rivers State." Addressing the allegations, Fubara refuted claims that he failed to prevent criminal groups from targeting oil infrastructure, as well as accusations regarding his role in the demolition of the State House of Assembly chambers in Port Harcourt. Ordinarily, he would have dismissed these allegations as misinformation. However, it is necessary to set the record straight to counter the false narratives being spread, he said. He emphasized that he had no connection to the threats made by militants and did not in any way encourage attacks on oil facilities. According to him, the reactions from various stakeholders in Niger Delta, including elders, youth groups and militants, were in response to comments made by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), Nyesom Wike, during a media chat. Wike reportedly dismissed the Ijaws as a powerless minority, stating that not only Ijaws but also Ogonis and Ikweres would carry out pipeline attacks. Fubara highlighted that he had continuously reassured stakeholders of his administration's commitment to peace and security. He recalled his contributions as a member of the Presidential Committee on the Protection of Oil Installations and reaffirmed his dedication to safeguarding oil infrastructure. He noted that his administration had provided substantial support to security agencies, including vehicles, gunboats, helicopters, and housing for officers, to ensure efficiency in maintaining order. He also pointed out that his administration's policies had led to increased oil production and revenue generation for Nigeria since assuming office on May 29, 2023. On the Assembly demolition issue, addressing claims regarding the demolition of the State House of Assembly chambers, Fubara stated that the decision was based on expert recommendations. He noted that even before his tenure, the building had been in a state of disrepair and his predecessor, now FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, had repeatedly criticized its condition. Following professional advice and structural assessments, the government decided to rebuild the facility. The new State House of Assembly complex is now nearly 80% completed, he added. He also accused Wike's supporters of instigating violence, citing attacks on local government council secretariats during the peaceful local government elections in October 2024. Fubara urged security agencies to investigate these incidents and hold the real perpetrators accountable. Ibas vows to restore stability and warns against infrastructure sabotage. Vice Admiral Ibok-Ete Ibas, retired, reaffirmed his commitment to restoring peace and stability in Rivers State. Speaking in a broadcast from the government house in Port Harcourt, he cautioned against any attempts to destroy national infrastructure amid the political crisis in the state. Ibas emphasized that President Bola Tinubu's decision to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State and appoint him as administrator was aimed at preventing further disruption of economic activities. For decades, I have served this nation, first as a member of the armed forces and later as Chief of Naval Staff. Now, duty has called once more, and I have answered not for personal ambition, but out of commitment to the peace, stability, and prosperity of Rivers State, he said. He acknowledged the deep divisions and uncertainty caused by the prolonged political crisis and stressed the need for unity to restore governance and stability. The political deadlock of nearly 2 years has crippled governance, weakened democratic institutions, and threatened the economic and social stability of Rivers State. It is time to move forward and rebuild trust among the people, he stated. Ibas called on all stakeholders, including elders, political leaders, traditional rulers, and civil society, to work together in resolving the crisis. He assured that his leadership would respect civil liberties and uphold the rule of law, but warned against any attempt to disrupt peace or sabotage national infrastructure. There will be no room for lawlessness or violence. Those who attempt to destabilize Rivers State for selfish reasons will face the full weight of the law, he warned. He urged Niger Delta residents to engage in dialogue rather than resort to violence, emphasizing the long-term damage caused by infrastructure sabotage. Destroying national assets in the name of agitation is a practice we must leave behind. The damage not only deprives the government of the resources for critical development but also severely impacts the environment and the livelihoods of our people, he said. A call for peace and cooperation. Ibas concluded by extending a hand of cooperation to all Rivers State residents, regardless of political affiliations. Let us set aside our differences and work towards rebuilding trust and stability. This is the only way to secure the future for our children and generations to come, he stated. With the political crisis in Rivers State at a crucial juncture, both Fubara and Ibas have taken firm positions, Fubara to clear his name and defend his tenure, and Ibas to ensure peace and order as he takes charge of the state governance. Habiba Muhammad Ibrahim, reporting from DIM TV.